Hey, everyone. Listen, welcome into the building here for Trending Topics Friday. And we're on a strict time schedule. Okay. We're going to be in and out in 60 minutes because I got things to do. Okay. Got to finish putting some finishing touches on my tree. I need to run to the store and get a couple of things. My Saturday is booked solid tight. Okay, my Sunday is booked solid tight. So I got a full blown weekend coming up. But we had to get in here really quickly and do trending topics. If you missed last night's show live, it was a mental health segment that we did. Went very well. Check it out if you get an opportunity. Some good conversation on last night's live. Well, we're here today with trending topics, and who's on the docket? Tristan Thompson, because his baby mama, Marilee Nichols. The rest of her fellow baby mamas hit the jackpot. They get about 40K a month. She's only getting about 9,500. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do DJ Boof is on the docket because DJ Boof, who used to work with Wendy Williams, was the DJ on there. But remember, he got fired. He had some words to say. In the light of the sadness of, I guess I'll say, everything that happened with Twitch. He has some words to say about that and kind of segue into how he was hurt and depressed when he got cut from the Wendy Williams show. So we got things to talk about. And She by Sheree, because She by Sheree was a New York Times voted, part of the 93 top, fashion people. And I'm like, who, okay, who, we'll talk, but 1 minute. And, just a smidgen, just a smidgen just a smidget on this Megan Thee Stallion trial. Just a smidget. We're going to talk about that. So Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. I moved, didn't have cable for a week, got 8 closets. Wait, Tracy, hold on, girlfriend. All right, well, I'm glad you're together now. You got 8 closets in your house? We got to talk, girlfriend. Look at you. Lucky you. Well, congratulations on your move. And thanks for being back. And thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Oh, hey, Diva, looking beautiful as usual. And Alpha. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Like my sweater. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Okay, guys, let me bring my friends into the building here. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Diva. Hey, chat.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hey, Diva. Hey, chat.
All right, everybody. We're in the building. We're going to start with this Tristan Thompson, right? Oh, wait, my boo isn't running the streets. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, Maria. Can you hear me? Okay, he might not be able to hear me yet.
Oh, hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We good. How are you?
I'm good. I be trying to catch these lives, but I'm actually on my way on a date right now.
Oh,
hey!
I wanted to pop in and say, hey, y'all.
Wait. He said he's going where?
He's going on a date. I ain't mad at you.
And I will try to jump in the chat as the night is going. And if I get out early, I'll definitely log back on.
Well, listen, have fun and stay safe.
Give us all the details later.
Will.
All righty. Bye.
See you later.
Bye. All right, now he going on a date. Mars, how are you? I'm the only one that could see you. I would need to see your face really quickly before I could bring you up. Just to make sure everything is legit. So if you show me your face, I could bring you up. If you don't show me your face, I can't bring you up. All right, guys. So let's get into this. So Tristan Thompson, he settles his paternity child support situation with Marilee Nichols, and he's only going to have to pay about $9,500 a month. So in comparison to her fellow baby mamas, it's like, they hit the lotto and she got a scratch off. Okay. Hey, okay, thank you. You can put your avatar back on and I'll bring you up if you want. Thank you. So, that's the problem when you want to just try to have somebody's baby and think that it's going to be your money bag. And she did all that fighting in court for all of those months. The baby, I want to say, is about 1 now. She did all that fighting in court. She was looking for $47,000 a month because she figured, hey, other baby mamas get $40,000 a month. I'm gonna add a 7 to it. I want 47,000. Well, they gave her nowhere near that. She got $9,500. Her baby, unfortunately, gonna have to go to public school. The other kids are gonna get to live in gated communities. She's gonna just live in the community. Good luck to her. I'm just trying to tell you, but that's what you get. And listen, I'm not mad at her, but that's what you get when you want to roll the dice and your plan in life is just to have somebody's baby that has money and then get the money, right? So this is what she got, $9,500. And see, the other unfortunate thing for her was that, he had another baby after that. I'm just trying to tell you, there ain't nothing wrong with public school. I went to a mixture of both, but I'm just saying, his brothers and sisters are going to be in private school, living the life, and he's going to be in public school. Yeah. Okay. That's what she gets. She's not used to that 9,500.
We're not even 10 minutes in.
I'm trying to tell you. Diva, I'm getting ready to go Christmas party, so I won't be up on the panel today, but I'll definitely be out in the chat. Girl, Shan, have fun. We talked about this yesterday, right? I'm glad you're out there partying. Have fun, girlfriend. Stay safe. Stay safe. You and Roy here, stay safe. I love it. Okay. So, hey, Mel, how you doing? Tristan is not faithful to any of them. He's not faithful to any of them, but you know what? They hit the jackpot, the other ones. They getting $40K a month. Marilee's getting $10K, and then he doesn't have to pay all of her lawyer fees. He only has to pay part of it. So probably for the first couple of months, because these lawyers, they brutal. They hit you with bills for everything. They say hello to you, they charging you. They call you on the phone, you getting charged. You get an email, they're charging you. They send you something in the mail, they're charging you. Okay. So the first probably 5 to 6 or 7 checks, she's gonna have to pay the lawyer. Because he only has to pay some of her lawyer fees. Tristan offered a fat fee of $75K. She's getting a lot more than that. Yeah, you know what though, Best but she wanted $47,000 a month. So $47,000 a month, $9,500 a month. She, like I said, she got a scratch off. So Robin, how are you feeling about Marilee getting $9,500 a month? Do you think she deserves to get some more? Are you sad that her son is going to have to go to public school?
Nope. I think that she is very much a gold digging opportunist who is a single parent by choice. $9,500 is a whole lot more than a whole lot of other people get. And if she's concerned that that's not enough money to raise the child, because remember, that money is for the child. If she was thinking that she was going to live off of her kid, she now has something else coming for her, and it's called a job.
She gonna have to. You know what? And that's the other thing, Robin. You make a very good point. Fellow baby mamas, they don't have to work because at $40K a month, you don't have to work. If you don't want to, she's gonna have to work. Mars, thank you. This is your first time in the building. How are you doing? And what do you think about Marilee here? She's only getting $9,500 a month.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Just first of all, Diva, I love you. I agree with you 99.9% of the time, like DNA. Everyone else, I love you. I'm so happy to be here tonight. As far as this, well, she got what she deserves. And frankly, 9,000, that's good enough. That's good enough. I don't think she needs any more than what she has. Maybe they can reduce some of the others as well. That's what she gambled.
Don't be touching other people's money now, Mar. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, she took that gamble.
She did.
She took a gamble, thinking that she hit the jackpot and she was going to get more than what she actually got. But it is what it is. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I hear you. You okay? The little man gonna have to go to public school.
That's right. He gonna have to go to public school. Better yet, the best he can probably do is get him into a charter school. So either way, it's. I think she'll make it. I think she can survive with 9,000. I would like 9,000 a month.
But you know what? But little man, he's not even gonna get to have a nanny. Will he get to have a nanny?
Well, maybe a weekend nanny. We can probably do an hourly pay. We can get somebody to come over there and house sit a little bit. He'll be all right.
All right, he's gonna be all right.
No nanny might be one of Nick Cannon's kids.
Well, you know what, Maria, you came back in the building. What struck a chord in you? What you got to say?
Sis needs to be grateful and thanking God that she is getting that kind of money on a monthly basis. Now, you know, Diva, I used to be a child support worker, and that is not an everyday type of number that comes out of the judge's order. And for her to be getting this kind of money, she need to shut up, send her baby on to the public schools, and keep it pushing, okay?
But the other kids are going to private school and they getting 40K a month.
But technically, is she even supposed to have this baby? Because wasn't he with Chloe when all of this went
She
down,
didn't
if
know
I'm not
that. She
mistaken?
said she didn't know. She said she didn't know.
Nah, baby, nah, it ain't no woman on God's green earth that didn't know that that man was with Chloe. As loud and proud as she was to be with that man, I cannot accept that answer. I'm sorry.
What I guess question, why did she get so little and they got so much? Is it because they're in different states
No.
or the
No,
different
she's actually
judges?
moved. She actually moved to LA.
For
And
benefit.
he said in hopes of her getting more money. That's what pissed them off so badly. But she actually moved to LA. I don't know why she got such a small
I do.
portion.
Because
Oh,
he's
you
not
do?
active. He's not an active player, so he doesn't have a strong income as he did before. Even though we know that over the course so far of his NBA career, he raked in $100 million, but it's because
Mm,
he's not currently actively
Oh,
employed.
that's
mm,
what it is. That's why she got ripped off. Poor thing. Poor Ting
mm.
Ting. Okay, so
The
Yes,
wait,
so
baby
it's
got
Tracy.
based
ripped off.
upon the income that you are receiving currently today. So if he's currently not receiving a substantial amount of income that would support, let's say, $500,000 a month, then they cannot
Mhm.
charge him $500,000 a month because basically they will be putting him in debt, to child
Right.
support. So, and it wouldn't be technically fair. But I definitely think that they need to look at child support differently when it comes to individuals who are on that kind of status. I feel like maybe we should start looking at stocks and bonds. We need to look at
Oh,
properties and other things, that will
oh,
benefit
okay.
the child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Wait. You saying don't give the moms all that money? Put some into some investments so when the kids get older, they benefit from this money that daddy is giving them. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, I like that idea. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Tracy, thank you for the super chat. Is that $9,500 worth her son being the black sheep? See, you know what, Tracy? But you know what though? I think that's dead wrong what he's doing to that son. But but let me tell you this though. I also read that they're going to work out some visitation rights. So maybe he got his life together, and he's not so angry now. And maybe to him, like $9,500 to him might be, just he maybe he's okay with that, and he's like, okay. So they are supposed to be working out some visitation rights. So hopefully, the little boy will get to meet his daddy soon. So hopefully so. So yeah. And yes, we're liking that idea, Roya. That's a good idea. So, Sebastian, did you chime in on this? She's getting $9,500. Are you afraid for her? Like
I'm
she's
not
gonna be
afraid for her
destitute.
because at the end of the day, she should have known her place.
Oh,
Yes, she should have known what she got herself into, and what she got herself into was never a committed relationship. You were just there to have fun with. Um,
Talk about it, Sebastian.
Clearly, the child won't be able to go to private school, but the child can. She could find a good Catholic school that's not going to be very high with that 9,500 a month. She could find a good one.
Okay.
She could find a good one. She could do that.
All right. So okay. So we okay. But okay. You helping us bring the kid up. The kid can go to Catholic school. And listen, guys.
She,
Listen. We don't got. Let me just say this, everybody. No, we don't have a problem with the public school, but he's Tristan Thompson's kid. The kids are going to want to know why your brothers and sisters are over there down the street at the private school, and you here with us. They're going to
well,
punk him.
well,
They're going to
well,
punk him.
well,
So, but
Diva, if he's retired, then he probably should go get it adjusted for all of them, don't you think?
Well, now we don't want to tap into these other ladies' money now. We don't want to do
And
that. We don't want
unfortunately,
to do
Diva,
that
the
just
child
yet.
is
Now,
already
hold
booked.
on now. We don't want to mess with the other ladies' banks. Okay. So, Chef
Okay.
Kev, you're in the building. Tristan Thompson has to give baby mama Mara Lee just $9,500 a month, where the other baby mothers are getting about 40K. Um, we're concerned about little man because he's going to have to go to public school. He's not going to have any nannies. He won't live in the gated community. This is a concern. What do you have to say about this?
Well, he can actually adjust. I know Barry Bonds did it when he retired. He adjusted his child support
Wait,
because he
hold
reached.
on, Chef Cap. Hold on, Chef Cap. You about to take my train off the track. We're not messing with the other mama's money. We don't want to talk about that right now. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about Marilyn and her money. Hold on one second, Chef Cap. Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. He can get the other kids hand me down. Why are we messing with Tracy? Tracy talk about he can get the other kid hand me downs and be okay. See, Tracy, don't do that. Don't do that. Go ahead, Chef Kev. What are we doing about this? She's only got $9,500.
Well, I know he's not in the league, so I guess it's based on his salary. So
Uh-huh.
they're going to base it on his salary. It's
And
just
his
is
assets.
yeah, his assets. So I mean, if he's not in the league and he's not making that money, there's no way they're going to give that child. And also, too, the lower you get on a totem pole, the less money you
Yeah.
get. The first child gets the most.
Yes.
The first child gets the most. So the lower you go down the totem pole, the least money you get because you're all picking from the same pot.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. So a lot of times when people go to child support court thinking they're gonna get this, if you got a man with 5 baby mamas and 8 kids and your kid number 9, you're not gonna really get nothing. So
Yeah.
that's also to this factors in too. That kid is lower down on the totem pole, so he's not so the mother is not going to get what the other mothers get. And that's just and no matter he's a celebrity or a rich person or he's just the average Joe working at the supermarket. That's how it works.
But okay, I hear you. But are you concerned little man's gonna have to go to private school? I mean public school.
Catholic school.
Oh, Catholic
90,
school, we upgraded him. He could go to Catholic school. Well, Best BK said he definitely won't be going to the customized summer camp.
Ooh, ooh,
Uh,
damn.
we're gonna have to find this child some camp, uh, uh, a babysitter. We got work to do,
I
great
have a
child. We got
question.
work to do. Yes,
What town does she live in?
I don't know.
what state
The
does she live
baby?
in?
She lives in
I don't,
California. I know that.
She moved
She
out
lives
to
in where?
California.
Yeah, she
Oh,
moved
she's in
out to
California.
California.
But
She's
she's
where
in
in
was it filed
California.
at? Okay,
California,
California.
California.
but that
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
yeah, it
No,
It
it
does.
does
doesn't.
because we could
Because
find a
in,
No,
Catholic
it
school
doesn't.
for her. We
yeah,
could find a
because
No, it
Catholic
in,
school
doesn't.
Tex-
for her.
in Texas there's a different cap. It's a much lower threshold and a lower amount that is paid, and it's not based on the father's income solely. So
Okay,
they don't get
so
that same cut.
when I was with someone dealing with the court system, this is what was asked: where was the baby conceived? And that was the state they went by. Because
Mm.
he was in one state and she was in another state, and they asked where was the baby conceived, and that's the state they went on. So it's not
Oh
it's
well, no,
not so much what
but
he filed.
it's no. See, that's why she moved to California. So the laws are different. She knew what she was doing when she
Right.
moved.
It's
That's why
based
she
on
moved to
where the
California.
it's
Yeah.
based
So
on where
and
the
she,
custodial parent lives. Wherever the
And where you
custodial
petition for.
parent lives, that's where the
Hmm.
child support is filed. And that's why she moved to California because she now lived there and she thought that she would give more money. But to your point, Chef, excuse me, as you
did we lose? Did we lose Roy? We lost Roy, but Roy worked. He did child support. That's why he knows. But
Um,
yeah, he's.
Diva.
But I think we lost him. But okay. So Tracy, thanks for the super chat. I get 600 a week. The side chick cried. She got 80.
Ooh, Diva, I just checked online. Texas
Yes.
actually dismissed her case. That's why she probably left Texas.
Oh really? Well,
Yep.
but you know what though? She was coming to Cali anyway because she really thought that she was going to break. She thought she hit the jackpot. When she found out that that seed was in her belly, she thought she hit the jackpot. And that's why she moved. And that was part of the reason why he got pissed too. He was really pissed at her in the beginning. So
So
hopefully now that this is all settled, everything, can go down. Yeah, the side chick. Yeah, the side chick.
but she can
Yeah.
also move back to Texas. I lived in Texas. Texas is cheap, way cheaper to live than a lot of places. And she can take that 9800 will go a longer way in Texas than do in California.
Yeah, we gotta see. Maybe now she's just gonna stay and maybe see if she can get another baby daddy number two, and maybe this time make a bigger come up. I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
let's throw in our next topic here. I just want to bring up this article again just to remind myself again some things. So DJ Boof, right? DJ Boof recently spoke out because this entire situation that happened with Twitch, it touched a lot of people's heart and soul, right? And a lot of people were very like emotional over it. He said he did not know Twitch well, but he did connect with him via social media once the Ellen show closed out. And the reason why he said that he and Chef Cap, they said that's a good idea. You telling that she should move back to Texas and make that dollar go longer, and then maybe little man could go to private school. He spoke out and said that he wished that he was closer to Twitch, because he said he reached out to him once the Ellen show closed, because he said he knew what it felt like to be on a very popular show and then all of a sudden for that to end. So he just wanted to make sure that he was okay. And he said he wished they were closer, because he said he probably could have talked to him and, maybe, help them through whatever it was that he was going through. So Tracy, thank you for the super chat. She said Texas cap on child support is $2,500. Chris Brown. Okay, so Texas, they got a cap on it. Oh, so then you know what? All of these men that want to fool around and be loosey, they need to go to Texas and find them a woman, so they won't have to end up paying that much. So he said that, and he also said that he was really extremely hurt when he got cut from the Wendy Williams show, and he said he got depressed. And listen, guys, and this was kind of like our conversation yesterday. It can be really hard if you've been working a job, because no matter what we want to say, our lives are tied up into our jobs, right? A lot of us say we spend more time at work than we do at home. Hence why these work relationships end up happening sometimes. We ain't saying they right, but this is why they happen, because you end up spending, 10, 12, maybe 13, 14 hours a day at work. And then by the time you get home, you washing and you sleeping and you home less than you are at work, right? So he said once he left the Wendy Williams show or got fired or whatever from the Wendy Williams show, he was depressed. And depression is a real thing. And he said he was hurt. He kind of didn't know what to do, and he had to work his way through those feelings. So I just want to go around, what do you think about DJ Boof? Just verbalizing, when people tell the truth, it helps people, right? So DJ Boof just verbalizing the fact that, listen, when I lost my job at the Wendy Williams show, I was hurt. I got depressed. I didn't know what to do. And he said too, your money is tied up into that situation. It's like, okay, what do I do now? I had this amazing job. I was getting money. And what do I do? Because he was already going, Emmanuel, before Sherry Shepherd came. They had already had DJ Sus, and DJ Sus still works on the show. What do you call? So Wendy had fired him, and there's some rumors around what happened, as to why he was fired. But Robin, what do you want to say? Not Ellen. No. Ellen, I'm talking about Wendy Williams and DJ Boof. And then I said that DJ Boof, he spoke out once he heard what happened to Twitch, right? And he said that he reached out to him, when the Ellen show ended. He said, even though Twitch was like not really a DJ, but they called him the DJ on the Ellen show. So what DJ Booth said is that, since both of them were DJs and both of them was on a popular show and both of them, had shows that where DJ Twitch show ended, but DJ Booth was fired from his show. He said he knows how it felt because your income is tied up into it. And so he said he reached out to him to make sure that he was okay. But I transitioned into saying that DJ Booth said when he got cut from the Wendy Williams show, he was hurt, he was depressed, he didn't know what he was going to do because his finances was tied up into that job. So Robin, what do you think about DJ Booth kind of speaking out and saying that he got depressed, and so he did reach out to Twitch and he wished that he would have got closer to him and he could have perhaps maybe helped him through whatever it is he was going through?
Well, I'd like to start by saying that was really huge of DJ Booth to reach out because he obviously was able to reflect on his own situation, and it was beyond the money. They were both in very high profile jobs. They were
Yes.
on the very most popular talk show platforms, and it is a big fall when you're used to having that much just attention. And and I know DJ Booth is probably having some bit of remorse and guilt because he feels like he could have done more, because that's what I was going
Mm-hmm.
to say. But people can only go as far as you let them, and
Yeah.
I just think that it's cautionary, but it's also so huge of Booth to recognize what he experienced and then want to bring it back and try to pull someone else along. And I'm happy that he's speaking out because we have this whole hindsight lifestyle, and if in the future if something happens with someone else in the same high profile position that finds themselves separated from what they've become accustomed to, maybe other people, maybe it'd be DJ Booth to reach out, or the person who is affected primarily might like run this through their head because they remember hearing and seeing it and may approach their loss differently.
I agree. Thank you for that, Robin. Tracy, thank you for the super chat. It hits men differently. Their identity is tied to what they do for a living, and they have a need to be able to provide. Tracy, thank you so much for that. And I think you hit the nail on the head. It's like when you are the head of the household, you're the provider. You feel some type of way when you are no longer able to provide. And no matter, even if you have a good partner that says, don't worry about it, I think men still in the back of their head, they almost don't feel kind of worthy, so to speak, because it's like, what am I doing here? I can't provide for my family. So Tracy, thank you for that. And yes, Miss G, so true. Sometimes it's hard to find another job when you lose one. That is the truth. There's this saying out there that it's easy to find a job when you have a job. So yes, that is very true. What do you think about this situation, Sebastian? DJ Booth admitting, when he lost his job at Wendy, he was hurt, he was depressed, he kind of didn't know, like, where do I go from here?
I think he should always speak your truth, speak your story, speak what has happened to you all the time. Because there are a lot who can relate to him who have had hard times finding jobs or been in a position somewhere so long that they've always knew that stream of income was going to cover this type of bill, that type of bill, and what, etc. So I really do think he should continue talking about it
Mhm.
because it could help a lot.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Sebastian. Brown eyes. Yes, I heard this too. They said Twitch left us S note. Supposedly, it had nothing to do with financial reason. It was supposed to have something to do with childhood trauma he never dealt with. Um, I saw that, right, and I don't want to, because I don't want to taint his name and go in a speculation direction. I saw that, and I had my own different feelings about that. I did, but yeah, but I did see that because they was very um they didn't really say what the suicide note exactly said. Like, it was just very aloof. It was just like, I almost felt like, was there really one? But yeah, but I did see that. Um,
I
so
believe there.
Mars, what do you want to what do you want to say about this situation with DJ Booth? I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied tonight.
Well, one, I definitely commend him for speaking up. What Twitch went through, when you that it's real. When you leave a company, if you've been with the people at work, you see them more than you see your family. Because I can speak from experience for myself, and being a woman of a particular age, when you try to reinvent yourself, and that's what I went through, a part of reinventing myself, and I'm in a greater position now. It's scary when you're
Mm-hmm.
leaving something that you have known and come accustomed to. That's your day to day, that's a routine. So it's difficult to make those changes and to make that type of adjustment. It's scary. And so I can imagine he probably didn't have a plan B in
Mm-hmm.
place when that change happened, and he didn't know he didn't probably have the skill set to adjust and make that adjustment and move forward. So I can just tell you from my experience, when it initially I had to adjust, it initially was scary. It initially was fearful. And I remember feeling like someone had died when I
Mm.
left my job. That's how it felt to me initially,
Yes.
because I don't see these people every day anymore. That's how great the loss was for me. But fortunately, I have a great community around me that was able to help me get back on my feet and get to moving forward. And maybe the relationship with his wife wasn't as great as it looked and it appeared, and it wasn't a good foundation for him to be able to rely on and to be able to bounce back like that.
I loved every word that you said, and I connect with every word. And high vibe, I have a problem with this too, also, right? It's interesting that he unalived himself by a gunshot, but no one in the hotel heard the gunshot.
It probably was a
Mm.
silenced one.
Um,
It probably had a silencer on it.
yeah, maybe so, but I mean, just imagine, like you got all of that, you're getting all of that. Yeah, I don't know. It's very sad. I personally I got a girlfriend like no, she said, no, I got my thing in my house. If somebody come in here, they gonna get it. Um I'm just, I'm just one. I don't like them. I don't want to touch them. I don't want one. But Chef Kev, you're in the building. What do you think about DJ Booth speaking out? Wishing that, he got a little closer to Twitch. And sometimes that happens, right? You say to yourself, man, I really wish I got to know someone better. I really wish I knew so and so was suffering. I would have tried to say something, or do something, or step in. But DJ Boo pretty much, he admitted, when I lost my job at Wendy, I was hurt, I was depressed, I didn't know what to do. What do you think? Chef Kev, are you there? You're on mute. All right, we might.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
So I commend him for speaking out 100% because men, especially black men, don't really speak about things like this. We kind of just put it in our pocket, if you want to call it, and we try to, deal with it on our own. And so the fact that he spoke out and something like that, maybe the next person who sees this or hears what he says, okay, you know what, I'm gonna reach out to somebody. Um, Personally, I went through it in a sense with COVID.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? When the mayor got on time and said everything closed, I'm like, what? And I'm grateful because there were people who were really instrumental in keeping me sane. You know what I mean? Because it was a lockdown, and you're locked down. I lived by myself, so it was just like it was crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I had those people to reach out to me, and even when the whole thing, because it happened to so many people, we were kind of on this conference call, like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I didn't have to deal with it by myself. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so that's what that is. Now, the fact is also from another male perspective, our salaries is like part of our testosterone.
Mm.
Keep it real. Okay. I always say, and I don't know why I felt this way. I don't know why. I can't put a finger on it. When I was married and had a family, a house, and a mortgage, I don't know why I felt more manly, felt more like a man. I just don't know why. That's how I felt. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so to lose that, and when you're in that situation, you know, it almost seems like there's never enough money coming in a sense, because you're always worried about something else. If this happened, if that's happened, if that. So when you and he, I'm sure he was making a pretty good dollar because he was on television. So when something like that happens, like I said, our salary is attached to our testosterone. It's a big blow. It's a huge blow. And I understand his spouse might have been open out of another relationship, but it helps sometimes when you have another male to talk to. It just when somebody can relate to you, you know what I mean, and can understand what you're going through, it works out a lot. When people would try to talk to me when I was going through my divorce, don't talk to me if you ain't never been divorced. I don't care how many counseling degrees you have. You know what I mean? Don't talk about losing the job if you never lost a job. So I really wish DJ Booth would have reached out to him. You know what I mean? Or they would have had a connection, because that's something
you have
that
a
could
lot
have.
of noise in the background. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
But yeah,
So,
he
yeah.
did.
So I was.
He did reach out to him, but he just said he wished he reached out to him more. He had reached out to him initially when the Ellen show first closed, and he said, he said it wasn't close, but they had kind of like a social media, so to speak, relationship where they did go back and forth. And he said thank you to him for reaching out when the Ellen show closed or ended or whatever the case may be. But you said a lot. You said a mouthful, and I can get it, and I understand it. That you said you felt great when you had your family, and you had your wife to take care of, and you was able to do it. I think a lot of men do feel that way, like they're proud of themselves. They're proud of themselves. For being able to do that. The first question you always ask is, what do you do for a living? You know what, Mo? You are correct. A lot of times when people first meet you, that is one of the first questions that they ask you is, what do you do for a living? Yeah, like, where do you work? Yeah, that really is. Yeah. Um, Love is Mimi said, thank you for sharing. My husband is going through the same with stepping out as an entrepreneur. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And when you're being an entrepreneur, you got to be able to hang in there to go through the rough stages to get to the other side. So yeah, so my heart goes out to, of course, Twitch, his family. May Twitch rest in peace. May his family find peace, because I'm sure his wife is, struggling, and I hope she's not beating herself up. With the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and what if she would have did something else that morning or whatever. Because they also said, I'm gonna mute you, Steph Cat, because it's a lot of noise in your background. She also, they also said that he put his phone on airplane mode, so he wanted to make sure that whatever he did was going to be a final decision. And that's just the way I kind of see it, because I didn't realize though when your phone, but I guess I did, right? When your phone is on airplane mode, nothing comes through. I guess no text, no phone calls, nothing. But I think do emergency phone calls come through when you're in airplane mode?
Oh,
I don't know.
well, you know what? Emergency is not what comes in; it's what goes out.
It's what goes out.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Chef Cap, you got to mute yourself because you got a lot of noise in your background. Um,
I
yeah.
was mute.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. I saw Twitch Mom. Oh, she spoke out. I saw Twitch Mom spoke out too about her son on the E News. It's so sad he didn't seek help. It's very sad. It's very sad. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next topic here, and it is Sheba Sheree. The New York Times. I don't understand it. I don't know why, but the New York Times named her one of 93 out of 93 people. She is one of these 93 people that they named the most stylish. Now, listen, I
Mm.
get it. She stood the test of time. She didn't give up. 14 years it took her to bring out her brand Sheba Sheree. And I'm a strong believer in don't ever give up. Don't give up. But just because she came out with Sheba Sheree, Does that make her one of 93 most stylish people? I think I can name 93 very stylish people, and I'm not sure that she by Sheree
Would
will
be on
make
the
the cut. Robin, do you think she should have made this cut of 93 people of being the most stylish when she's wearing somebody else's clothes and she has her own clothing line?
Well, I think that in my mind's eye, I believe that she should have made a list of the 93 most stylish people if there were only 93 people to choose from. That's the first thing. I'm sounding shady like Sebastian. Right? Oh my gosh. The other thing, the other thing is I'm always dubious about these lists that come
Right,
out
right.
because I find them to be pandering. I find them to be repetitive. So, like for example, not taking a train off the track, but you know how they have the 100 most influential X people, let's say Black people in America.
Uh-huh.
They always plug in the people with the same position. So it's not about your power or authority. Very often it's the position that you hold.
Yes,
And
yes,
they
yes.
apply a similar standard, obviously, to this because you're right. I got whole lot of people I see on a daily basis who exhibit a great deal more style than Sheree Whitfield.
Yeah, plenty more. Uh-huh. Thank you, Robin. Sebastian, should she have made the cut of these 93 people? Is she by Sheree extremely stylish that she should be on a New York Times list?
First of all, She by Sheree is fake. We initially saw on season 1, She by Sheree was dresses. We cannot lie and act that that's not what we saw. We saw dresses drawn, put in frames, and people were just viewing. That's what she
Hmm.
had. This is just merchandise. This is not She by Sheree. She's not stylish. She's never been stylish. If they really wanted to put someone on that list, they should put Kenya Moore, who
Okay.
is stylish. Sheree needs to take some hints from Kenya since they're good friends now. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Sebastian. Okay. Mars, do you think should she by Sheree make this on list, the New York Times list?
I guess I want to know who is the other 92 that's on the list.
You
This
know what? They had some, a lot of us. There are some other questionable names. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll go back to it. But she made the cut. She made the cut. Yeah,
Sheree herself, beautiful, 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 beautiful woman.
she is.
Absolutely beautiful. And her
Now wait, but
personal
I tell you
style,
this: Rihanna is on it. But Rihanna, I could give that to her.
that Rihanna makes sense. Now,
Yeah.
Sheree's personal style, I'm okay with her personal style.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I think she's a stylish woman on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think on there she's comparable to her peers on there. I think,
Right.
but as far as She by Sheree, no, that no, She by Sheree is on the level of Rainbow, Sheen, City Trend, all of those type of brands.
100%, 100%. Ebony J, thank you for the super chat. You said somebody paid to get on that list. You ain't lying. I'm
Exactly.
just trying to tell you somebody paid to get
Exactly.
on the list. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. So, Chef Kev, not sure if you know who She by Sheree is, but she was on this stylist list. Do you think she belongs on it?
I pass.
All right.
Can I take this turn? Can I take this turn, Diva?
Yeah, say that again. Yes.
I was like, can I take his turn? Because in part, I don't know if that list is parody, if it's tongue in cheek, because one of the people on that list is the United States Senator elect John Fetterman from Pennsylvania.
Mm.
And he's the man who wore shorts and a hoodie. That's his attire. That's how he dresses. If you
Mhm.
do know who that is from
No, I
Pennsylvania,
don't.
I
he's
do. I do.
okay. Take it away, Sebastian.
He's one of the most low budget, the lowest budget you could ever go in terms of dressing. I know people who are
Bumbai said they played to her face. I read it. I read it, Bumbai. I read it. Yeah. And then some of the other people in there, like there's some people in there, I agree. I was like, yeah, they stylish, but like you said, the list is questionable at best. But you know, but even with it being questionable, it's funny that she's on the list. Shan, what do you want to say?
Hey,
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 how's everybody doing?
good.
I was popping in really quick. All I wanted to say was Sheree and Rihanna should never be on the same list.
Mm.
Like, in what words? In what world?
both women.
That's
We already
fact.
know something's wrong with that.
That
And
is fact.
I have a theory. I think maybe Sheree is friends with New York Times or something, or like somebody on the team, because there is no way. Like I had to be like, Sheree, you know how like Soldier Boy was like Drake.
Yes, you know what? You hit the nail on the head. I agree. I have no argument there. Why are those two even mentioned on the same list? As somebody said that part 100%. Come on now. So you
You
are
can't
correct.
compete where you don't compare.
That, oh shoot, that part right there.
But I'm
Okay.
gonna run. I love you
Yes,
all.
have fun. Go party. Go party.
Bye.
Yes, bye. Sheba Sheree didn't pay because she don't pay anyone, period. Well, you know what the friendly introvert. You are correct. You are correct. She didn't pay. Maybe she got somebody to pay the bill for her. Maybe Tyrone. I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay. So listen, guys, before I get to this Megan Thee Stallion child, we'll close out with that. But before that, even though I did a video, we'll do a quick mention of Nick Cannon.
Mm.
So every time we spoke about Nick Cannon, there were several people, you know, they want to beat us down. Leave Nick Cannon alone. He has the money. He has the money. And we were saying the whole time that you can have the money, but you need time. You need time for these kids. And now he has an aha moment as baby number 12, I guess, is about to be born, come through the birth canal. Now all of a sudden he has an aha moment that he's spread too thin. He doesn't have enough time, and that's his biggest guilt. Robin, what do you have to say about this?
Nick Cannon is going to be a candidate for a worst father of the year.
Yeah,
And I really mean it. You know, he knew going at some point he had to figure out that he couldn't be in 12 places at one time.
that
Excuse me,
part.
11 to 12 places at one time. He is really doing a disservice to the whole concept of family,
Yeah,
fatherhood. He is riding a wave of disrespect for not
yes,
only the sanctity of parenting, of life, um, of even these
Marriage.
children's lives. He's just playing loosey goosey. He's playing fun and games, and everything ain't wild and out.
yeah,
I
that
think
part.
he's
Ain't it ain't it
living while he
ironic? Ain't it
has.
ironic? His show Wildin' Out, and that's exactly what he's in these streets doing. Yes,
Exactly.
you are correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Sebastian, Nick Cannon.
Oh, I'm one of the few who have said, let him be around, let him do what he wants. He has the money to do it. Yes, people do have time management issues, but you know what? Nick Cannon is an adult and he knows when to cover it up and not spread it. If he wants to do
Mhm.
that, do it. If he does not want to do that, I can't force him. His body, his choice.
Mm. His body, his choice. You know what though? I think, and I hear you, Sebastian. I think though we have to get into this world where, you know, community matters. With the village concept, right? Oh, everybody likes my sweater. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Um, so where the village matters, right? Because long time ago, Diva know if he's really fathering though. He's not fathering, you know he ain't fathering no he can't be, right? You listen, I said in one of my videos that even when you are in one household with the mom and the dad, and let's just give them 3 kids, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm talking about with the mom and both the dad chipping in, especially if you both have to work 8-hour days. And I'm giving it 8 hours because you know an 8-hour day is really 10 hours. You know, by the time you commute, get home, get the kids, do this, cook some dinner, boom. It's a lot. So imagine 12 kids, and he works several jobs, and they don't all live in the same state, in the same area. Like, I don't get it. But like you said, it is him, but unfortunately, on purpose, we got 12 kids that are going to feel some kind of way as adults because they're never really going to get to see their dad. So, Mars, what do you think about this situation, Nick Cannon?
Oh my goodness. And Diva, I caught your video earlier. I listened to it. And the point that you made on the video about this was time. Kids remember time
Yes.
over money. They don't remember dad gave me X amount of money. They don't even know what dad is giving financially. They remember, oh, me and my dad, we went to the park. We used to
Yep.
do this. He came to this. He came to that. He did his kids a disservice, every one of them. And I was a Nick Cannon fan, and I like Nick, but I think he was having an emotional, some kind of psychological breakdown during this time, over this time period, these past 5, 6 years, because what he has done, it makes no sense for a rational person to have done something like this, to go
Mm-hmm.
out and get back to back to back to back kids. Some of his kids are not even, they're not even a year apart. They're
Mm-mm.
months, days, weeks, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's disappointing. I think he, not just black men, just dads, period. He puts a bad stain on the name dad.
Yes. Yes.
So
And you know what? You're right. I think he's going through some own personal crisis. Um, but I think that these women don't help because they're going through their own mental thing. I think they're all trying to one up each other. Oh,
I
you
think
had the last baby, or he was with you. Well, guess what? He was with me last week, and I'm pregnant now too.
Diva, they're
Like,
not
I'm
going
not
for
saying
anything
that
like
they
you.
said that for a fact, but I'm saying that's the way I pictured in my head. Like,
I,
it's
Diva,
just
they're
a
not even
sentence.
thinking that far. They're not even thinking that far like that. These are professional gold diggers. Most of
Mm,
these girls, this is their way of not working and making money. This is their financial breakthrough. So I'm not gonna even give them that much credit.
it's
I
not
hear
mental,
you.
it's economical. It's not mental, this is economical.
Exactly.
Some of them
Oh my
are
God.
getting $750,000 a year for all their kids. I think that was Abby De La Rosa.
I couldn't need money that bad. And listen, I appreciate all the help I got raising my one, okay? And I wouldn't take a dollar in place of that help that I got physically. No way. It wouldn't have been worth it to me. You need physical help. I'm telling you. Like, even like just when they sick, you gotta run out, get meds, you gotta go here, go there. No, no. Chef Kev, Nick Cannon.
Wow. Disappointing.
Hmm.
As a man, as a father, you you do the best to provide for your kids, and 99% of us would love to raise our kids with Nick Cannon's salary.
Hmm.
I'd have gave my daughter the world and everything in it if I could have. But what happens is he's selfish and the mothers are selfish, and then
Hmm.
unfortunately the
Hmm.
kids are going to come up in this situation.
Yes.
So if one of these kids is a daughter, I'm sure now she thinks that's what she got to do.
There you go.
Hmm.
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 Now that's what she thinks. For me to get paid, I gotta cock my leg open for some NBA players, some NFL players, some major MLB or rapper, so I can get the bag. As opposed to saying, well, let me go out here and work, get educated, and start my own business, or something to that effect. That's what they're putting out there. Um,
Hmm.
it Ice T said this long time ago. The rapper, he said, just because you can uh, uh, make a baby, don't mean you need to be a parent.
Mm.
And
Mm.
so that's what goes down. Just because your sperm work and your ovaries work, don't mean you need to be a parent.
Mm.
And that's what this is. And like-minded people are around each other, because what woman in her right mind would sit here and know this man has all these kids even though kid is kid number 5, but want to be baby mama number 6. And so I don't know why I mean, I guess he's regretting it now, but I feel bad for the kids. They basically gonna grow. Their father's gonna be a paycheck. That's what their father is. Their father's a paycheck.
Mm, mm. I think, you know what? I just want to make sure I put this out there clear. See, he doesn't regret the kids. He just regrets, I guess, the way he did it because now he just doesn't have the time. But like I said, you got baby number 12 on the way and you just not realizing this is a problem. You didn't realize that baby number 5. Hey, I even give you baby number 6. But let's push it. Let me give you baby number 7. But literally,
Train on the track.
but you know what I'm saying? Like literally now you on 12 and you have an aha moment. Like that's just insane to me. But
He needs
again,
to
like
give him a
you
reality
said,
show.
huh?
He needs to get a reality show about his life with all these kids.
He's gonna have to do something because he's not gonna be able to afford sustain that type of livelihood with those kids for multiple years.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think, what is he, 42? If you put
Yeah.
18 years on 42, and that's just getting them out of high school, right? But you know, Mariah's kids, they're always going to be fine financially. But if you put 18 on 42, what is that, 60?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
60, and you still going to have at least 8 kids to be putting through college.
Man.
Mm.
That's just insane. And that's what we know of right now. And then you got to think that this man, he already has a health condition that's chronic.
The lupus, yeah.
He has a chronic health condition. So you got a chronic health condition. You say you feel guilty, right? And so guilt leads to stress.
Yeah.
Stress is not well for anybody that has a chronic condition, let alone even if they don't. But it's even worse when you have a chronic condition. You are like literally walking yourself into the grave.
Mm-hmm.
I hope them women are saving them checks because if something happens to them, there you go.
They screwed.
Yeah, so they better be living below their means, way
I
below.
don't, yeah, I don't think they are. I think they got nannies.
They need
I
a
think
financial
they,
planner.
yeah, they do. I think they got nannies. I think they live in the life. I think, listen. And you know, nobody ever thinks it's going to end. But when your money is dependent, speaking of like, you know, talking about Wendy Williams' ex, Kevin Hunter, when your money is
Mhm.
dependent on somebody else, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to lose. You know, depend on yourself. When you want to 100% depend on somebody else's check, that's a bad plan right there. Now, I don't know too much about, you know, what's the right plan, but I'll tell you one thing, that's a very bad plan right there when you want to count on somebody else's check.
And
And not
So,
also,
only a check, Diva, not only a
And,
check, but look at the time. Imagine how many of his children he could be putting to bed at 9 o'clock, but he can't.
he can't. Uh,
And we got to put some things to bed at this time.
We even
but
know
we
their
get
names.
well, that's true, right? And then their
Well,
we ain't on their
birthday.
birthdays.
Yeah, right, Chef K, their birthdays. Ebony, thank you so much for the super chat. Have y'all all noticed the media has been big up in these guys, Nick Cannon, Future, NBA, Young Boy, Little Dirks, baby mama culture is toxic and dangerous. Baby
yep.
mama culture is very toxic and dangerous. Ebony, thanks for that super chat and thanks for mentioning that. Let me, you see, here's the thing though, right? We glorify a lot of nonsense now,
Mhm.
which is so shocking to me. And then if you know, I'm gonna say for lack of a better word, if you try to check somebody, they lose their natural mind. Like, mind your business, shut up, you stupid. It's like, listen, even if I did something, if I went down the wrong road and I try to tell you, like, listen, I've been down that road. It's nasty. It's filthy. It got holes, pit holes you're going to fall into. Don't do it. People are quicker to tell you to mind your business. You know, so when I was growing up, when somebody told you, like, don't do that, this the wrong road, blah, 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 we sat up and we listened. Nowadays, it's like do what you want, be free. It's like it's a bunch of nonsense going on. And like you said, Ebony, this baby mama culture is the sickest thing known to mankind. It's
Well,
sick. Yes, go ahead,
well,
Chef Kevin. That was you.
remember what you said in a couple of sessions ago when you said something about the woman on the come up. They believe it's a come up. A
Mm.
come up is something you earned. I don't think you. I don't think like I give example. It's a Black China. Her name is China,
Uh-huh.
something China. Anyway, she came into one of the restaurants I was working at. I didn't know she was sound like a rapper to me. She was there with Future, and I said I heard of Future. I don't know, and I think Trey Songz was there, and also so I said, well, who is that? A rapper? It was like no, that's the Kardashians. She had a baby with one of the Kardashians. Well, she was pregnant by one of the Kardashians, something like that. And the young ladies at the job was like, yeah, that she's on a come up. And I'm thinking, that's not a come up. Beyonce's a come up because she made her money. Rihanna's a come up.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, every woman on this show with a job is a come up. You're not a come up if you just open your legs and happen the man who inserted you with the semen has money. Because what if something happens to him?
Yeah.
You know, what if
You
something for example, like a
coming
Kobe
back, you
Bryant
coming
situation?
back down, you coming back down that ladder. You coming back down that
Yeah.
ladder. Listen, the time went by fast. I gotta hurry up because I got a strict 60 minutes today. And this is great conversation. Let me throw in this last thing, and we got like 8 minutes. Okay, 9:15. I got to be done. So this Megan Thee Stallion trial is a whole hot mess. It's a mess. We don't know who did it, who done it. We don't know who done it. All we know is that she got shot in her foot. Somebody did it. Who did it? We're not sure. The trial is a mess. And you know what makes me so mad about these rappers, R&B, whatever they want to be. When you have a talent that is known, or at least a talent that people are buying into, when you have the opportunity to make an extreme amount of money doing what you love, you have literally hit the career lotto. And my thing is, why do they puff their lotto ticket in the fire, in the garbage, in the trash can? Why do you take so lightly that you are on this platform and have such a great opportunity, and these fools drinking, getting high, acting crazy and stupid, and then you got a gun? If you have a gun, something's going to happen. And that's why I don't like weapons in the first place. You know, again, I'll take you back to when I was growing up. It was your hands. That was it. Maybe somebody got a black eye. Maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody got scratched up. Maybe somebody did. Now people are coming with these weapons and somebody loses their life. They are very fortunate that that thing hit her feet and not like her head or her chest or something like that. Yes, Leslie. This is crazy. Who did it? Who done it? Robin, really
Yeah,
quickly, because 9:15, because I gotta get the kid. What do you think about this case?
it's a hot mess. People squander their opportunities. They don't
Yes,
have to work as hard these days to get to where they are, so they don't value it. I
yes,
think that I haven't followed it closely, but I do. It just sounds like ignorance prevails. I hear that the young lady who's allegedly Meg Thee Stallion's old ex best friend was on the stand and said that she pleases the fourth, would like to please the fourth. So
plead the fifth, plead the fifth.
no, she said please the fourth. So that tells you what
Oh,
we're dealing with.
oh,
All I
Jesus.
can say is there are no winners here. Everybody's a loser.
Yes, you know what? Boom, Robin, you hit it. Sebastian, 60 seconds.
Megan, you either were shot or you were not. Figure it out. The court system needs to figure this thing out. It's getting a little too much. It's getting
Yes.
too much. Now I'm tired of this story. At this point, I believed her at first, but now I don't anymore. So Megan, you got to figure it out. Is it glass or is it a bullet? I'm done.
Thank you, Sebastian. And Mars, what do you think about this darn situation?
Well, with Meg, well, we know it's a fact, Sebastian. She was shot. The doctors proved that. But who did it? That's the question. And it's been so much flip flopping and lying about it. I think the lies have gotten everything all blurry and wonky. So people are just disconnected from this. And it's sad because she did get shot. Or she was shot at and fragments of bullets went into her foot. So it's unfortunate with all of this that it happened. Drugs, alcohol, jealousy, all of this, sex, everything is a recipe for disaster.
100%. 100% recipe for disaster. Chef Kev, you're getting the final words on this situation. What do you think about this case?
I'm gonna just go by what this rapper said on DJ Vlad. He said, "How come this?" He could at the time. He said he hadn't seen, or no one had seen the ballistic report. I heard the lady just said there was the doctors confirmed it, but a few months ago, nobody could find a ballistics report, which comes with every shooting. So I don't know. And then there was also a talk: is this a stunt? Because 50 Cent, because he got shot 9 times, became a star, and he's a good rapper. And he had good songs, but that just took him over the top. So I don't know if this is fake, real. You trying to get some money, but to answer your question, she's not looking at us. She's looking at people next to her, and or they're looking at people next to them and saying, "Okay, why can't I be like them?" Or because from what I understood, her streams went up when she supposedly got shot, quote unquote, got shot. Her streams went up, and so when you hear these situations, they say there's no such thing as bad publicity. It's just publicity, and right now, it's helping her brand. So if she did get shot, I hope somebody's brought to justice. But if not, I would hate to see somebody go down for a complete lie. That'd be sad.
Well, I will have to say this, Chef Kev. She got shot because they took a bullet out of her foot in the hospital, like fragments. So she got shot. Do I think this is a stunt? No, I think they was all partying at Kylie Jenner's house. It went too far. Stuff went down. It went left. There was lies
At whose
told.
house?
Kylie Jenner's. Yeah, you
And
got to go catch up on the story.
No,
So
I'm saying because okay, if she got all that money, they got security you need a gun for.
No. The situation started at Kylie Jenner's house. And listen,
Okay.
these rappers, that's what they do now. They carry weapons around, and that's why they're all getting in trouble. That's why every time you turn around, they get locked up. They carrying them to the airport. They carrying them like they're a piece of candy, like they're Twizzlers, like they're bubble gum. They leave the house with their wallet and a weapon, and it gets them in trouble every single time. Ebony started to sound like a PR, move. I think I don't know. I think it was alcohol. What was that doing? Who sung that Dawn song? What is his name? Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Yeah, it was the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. You start the drinking, and listen, if you haven't been at a house party and they done drunk too much and they start acting a fool,
yeah,
they was drinking, they was drunk, they had a weapon, and boom, bam, bada yada, it went left. It went left. Nadi, I love you. I got a minute. I got to pick up the kid. It's Friday night. He at work.
Me too. I'm on my way out the door too. But
okay.
Everybody's a liar in the Megan and Tory case. I don't think it's a PR stunt at all. I just think everybody's trying to cover up fragments of what they thought happened. I really agree with
that
you.
Part.
Yeah, I think it was not only alcohol, but maybe possible allegedly substances involved.
Yep.
I mean, we all know how these Hollywood parties go. And I think the reason why Megan is lying is because she is being SLUT shamed through the industry, and her intimate life is being put out there all in the streets
for no reason. It's not right.
And I just gotta say, was the hot girl
what does that got to do with me being powed in the feet?
It does. It
all,
doesn't.
all the people I slept with and whatever else I did. This ain't got nothing to do with that. But you know what though? Every time a female wants to report something or say something, the first thing they do is bring up their sexual history and they want to use that against them. It's dead wrong, it's not right, and it's not fair.
And it's a
Yeah,
double
they want
standard because they could run around and bed pop all they want and
right.
nobody's not supposed to say anything. But when a female does it, you get all type of labels and stuff like that. It's not fair. It does not have anything to do with the case, but unfortunately, that's the cost she's gonna have to pay for all these lies, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the case is very up in the air. Like you can't tell who did what. And I wonder if that's being done on purpose.
It could be, but we're gonna have to chat again tomorrow night. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what, Leslie? Character assassination. That's what they doing to her. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what though? At the end of the day, y'all better find out who put this in my foot and stop
I'm just
playing.
saying that's the facts right there.
Forget about I slept with Tom, Jack, Billy, Harry, Michael, John. I don't give a darn. Okay, I had sex. Let it go. But you better find out who put this in my foot and lock them up. That's
Exactly.
what you need to do. And no, and you know why I'm telling different stories? Because I don't remember. I was drunk. Now, how about that? How about
That's
that?
it.
I don't remember. Okay,
I don't
a
remember,
little
but
drunk.
something happened.
Yeah, and maybe I was a little high, but figure it out. But anyway, guys, listen. I love y'all. It's Friday night. This was Trending Topics. I had a great time with y'all. We will be back tomorrow night. And you know what, Nani, you kind of gave me a good idea there. We need to talk about this double standard about how come a woman is labeled as a hoe, but then you got Nick Cannon and nobody's saying nothing about him. And then,
Glorified.
and then listen, if there was a female that was having 12 babies by 6 different
Dragged.
guys, they would be dragging her for filth up and down the street.
Couldn't stop
Nobody,
it.
they would be telling people don't touch her. Like it's crazy and it's messy, 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 messy. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. And listen, I may do a short video on my tree because the picture does it no justice. My tree is beautiful. I worked hard on her. So
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna have to show her off in a quick little video. But listen, guys, I love y'all. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Trending Topics. Have a good night. Stay safe, and we'll talk soon.
Good night,
Bye, everyone.
everybody.
Go kick.